A New York institution that's lived many lives is now reborn in SoHo.
My name is Ching Yeh Chen.
My name is Ching Yeh Chen.
I think I suppose one of the founder for the Pearl River.
We are married in 1977.
I actually used to live in China,
Oh, yeah.
so much of this reminds me of being in China. Do you find a lot of people come in and say, oh, I'm finding things here that I haven't seen outside of China?
A lot of people, a lot of goods from China flow into this country, but there are still a lot of things that bear a lot of cultural value, which is being missed. We try to bring more Asian instead of just strictly Chinese.
What do you think this place represents to the Asian community in New York?
I think Asian community appreciate
Yeah, we start something. Yeah.
more, and more even now because
Yeah.
we had it for 50 years.
You have faced hardship in the city in terms of relocating. This is now, what, your fourth location or third? Sixth. And each time you just seem to come back stronger.
Well, you know what, 2016, when we decided to close that big store, all of a sudden my daughter-in-law, JOANNE, see the value of this company, and she decided to quit her career as a lawyer and picking up the baton. So now it's really a chapter 2.
My name is Joanne KWONG. I'm the president and second generation owner of Pearl River Mart in New York City.
And how do you describe this place to people who've never been?
Yeah, it's like an Asian American Wonderland Emporium. It was the first Chinese American department store when relations normalized in 1971. We have, clothing and toys and snacks and gifts and housewares, and it's just a place where New Yorkers for 5 decades really have bought things to make their home feel more like home. I grew up with Pearl River, so it just so happens that my husband is the Chen's son. But when I was a kid, it was one of those stores where kids were kind of lucky to get to go to if you were good. You would go there and find like the candy and the toys and just really interesting things. So I think for my own kids and for future generations of Asian Americans, it's important to have these pillars in the community. It gives you so much comfort where there's a place that you had in your childhood that's still standing strong today.
What do you think is your secret to surviving so many decades? I mean, you're a New York landmark.
Doing maybe 15 hours a day, 1 meal a day at the beginning.
That's
And
beginning.
I worked so hard. I think it's very rewarding. The hardship is nothing if you're toward the greater goal.
What we're doing is more than just business. We try to build a bridge between the two countries. I don't mind sweeping the floor. I don't mind doing anything small because this is your business. This is your, you're doing something bigger picture, has a bigger picture. And that's your drive. That's your drive.